Today in the Spicy Chili series, we make one of the best vegetable soups ever in history. Welcome back to 999 Things to Cook. Smash down on that like button right now as we start with a stock pot. Whoa there. Check that out. We got the first 999 Things to Cook shirt here. So head on over to 999thingstocook.com and click the merchandise tab to take you to the online store and help support the channel by getting yourself one. Back to the pot on medium-high heat goes some olive oil. Add a whole bunch of roughly chopped carrots, onions, and celery. We add 2 large diced jalapenos, followed by 3 sliced serranos, then 2 chopped poblano peppers, a whole bunch of garlic, stir it up, hit it with a bunch of salt, fresh cracked black pepper, a good handful of oregano, some white pepper, a nice scoop of smoked paprika, a couple teaspoons of toasted ground cumin seed, and then we get dangerous with about, maybe 10 or 12 Thai chilies. A whole can of San Marzano tomatoes, smash them down a bit, but they will break down as it cooks over time. Pour in a bunch of vegetable stock. Then we have a cup of dried split peas. Add those in. We also have a cup of lentils, which of course beforehand you took both the peas and the lentils and spread them out on a countertop and look for tiny pebbles that sometimes get mixed in. If you want to skip this fun step, then that's fine, but just remember that there is no crying in the kitchen when you possibly bite down on a tiny stone in your soup. So the lentils go in and stir it all up. Then goes in one of these things. Fancy cooks call it a bouquet garnier, but I call it herbs tied up with a string. So to make your bouquet garnier, you take a big pile of herbs, I'm using only thyme here, and take some butcher's twine and just tie it up. It does not have to look pretty. Just toss it in the pot and we will fish that out of the soup later after it has given up its flavor. Add a lid. Before we add the rest of our ingredients, we will let this simmer for about 20 minutes to give the lentils and split peas a head start on cooking. 20 minutes later, and we add a bunch of washed and roughly chopped kale. This looks like a lot, but it will wilt down. Add more stock along the way. Then we have 3 ears worth of corn that we had put on a grill and got a nice char on before removing it from the cob. Add 2 cans of white beans that have been drained and rinsed. And lastly, 1 big can of red kidney beans that have also been drained and rinsed. Top it off with more stock. And here's what it looks like at this point. This is not your average vegetable soup, and it is definitely hearty while also being extremely healthy and has tons of flavor packed in. But it still has to cook for about an hour more at a simmer. So the lid goes on and just let it simmer for about an hour. You will know when it's ready to eat when the lentils and split peas have softened. And don't forget to fish out that herb thingy at some point, along with the Thai chilies. Get those out of there. I'll admit I was lazy and left a bunch of them in. Just gotta be careful when I eat it. So let's check this out.